I almost forgot to put myself into the picture. Oh my goodness, it would have been a blank screen for everybody. Good evening. This is Michelle Irene, and I am so happy you are with me this evening. I'm looking to see if I have another pair of glasses because I don't like the way these look, but whatever. It's not about how I look, right? So welcome to March. Happy March. If you're with me, say hello. Let me know where you're from. And also be sure to click on the link that is provided by Streamyard if you are on Facebook to allow me to see your name so that when I am choosing a card for you, well, I'm not choosing the card, but Spirit's choosing the card as I shuffle and they are using me as a vessel. This little curl here is bugging me. Okay. Um, Stop with the distractions, which is kind of funny because that's a little bit about what tonight is about is the distractions and the resistance that we create through those distractions. So, yeah, tonight we're going to do a March forecast, soul forecast for the entire month of March on what it is our soul is needing most, whatever that is. What do you feel that you may be needing? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I got a hey girly. I don't know who that's from, so let me know who that is, please, because what we're doing, StreamYard is a platform that allows you to hook yourself up into, a couple different places and go live all at once. And due to privacy laws and things like that, they need their permission, your permission, in order to share your name. So I like to know who I'm speaking with. So whoever Hey Girly and Hi are, please let me know who you are, where you are signing in from. Yes, to clear the blockage. Is that what you're hoping for tonight, Carla? Yeah, for this month. Oh, Samantha. Hey, girly. I don't know what that was. So tonight we are going to do a 2-card spread for the collective for the entire month of March because it is March 1st. And then if you are with me and you are still here, I will be more than happy to choose 2 cards for you. The um the card spread is release resistance. Release resistance. That is what the 2 cards are going to be about and what it is your soul is needing most to hear, to nourish, to soothe, to comfort, whatever it is your soul is needing. Let me know in the post as I want to talk a little bit about resistance and what it means to me and what its purpose is. So, like you said, like you said, if you were here in the beginning, I was distracted by my glasses. I was distracted by the curls on my head. And I think that was spirit just kind of saying, oh, you're right on track with what you're going to talk about tonight, your topic, which is the purpose of resistance. And resistance is a distraction that is attempting to steer you in the opposite direction. It's attempting to steer you off course or maybe to steer you back on course. So, where is that resistance taking place, right? Are you feeling aligned with where you are right now? And that distraction is taking you off course, which is going to cause tension and conflict and disagreements, right? Animosity. It's going to take you out of alignment and out of harmony with your soul's light. So, or is it the opposite? Are you off track already? And that resistance is trying to pull you back on track. So it works both ways. Um, it can give your thoughts and give you opportunities. It can give you problems, but it can also give you mysteries to solve. And this is why it's so beautiful and why I now look at resistance as a blessing because for me, it's a roadmap for discovering some more. It's that spark of light, that glimmer of hope right? That little glimmer when you look into somebody's eyes and they seem to be so soulful. It's because they're in alignment with their authentic spirit. So the resistance is actually a form of recognition for you to ignite your engine. Start your engines. It is an intuition or a not an intuition, it's like a initiation into self-admiration as you anoint your authentic spirit for conversion. Oh, how does that sound? Who is ready to initiate into admiration, self-love, self-care, soul care, and anoint your authentic spirit so that it can rise to the surface? When tension begins, you now know that it is another opportunity to grow. It's the negative thoughts are simply a form of resistance. It's resisting to something that you may not want to face, you may not want to admit, or you may not just fully understand. Anxiety is a form of resistance. And as your body is telling you through the discomfort that it creates, that there is something to be looked at in this situation. And I know for me, living in a body that experiences anxiety, because I'm not going to own it, I'm not going to call it my anxiety because it's not my identity. And the anxiety does not belong there, but sometimes it appears. Not as often as it used to, but it still does appear. And I remember moments when I would feel like I was trying to crawl out of my own skin. Like I was inside this body that was tense and frustrated and sometimes angry. And I literally just felt like I was clawing my way from the inside out, clawing my way out of a psychological entrapment. I was stuck inside this closed container. The lid was sealed shut and there was no way out. And it's debilitating. And what really sucks about it is that no one can see this. No one can see you and the struggles that you may be experiencing. My insides were screaming when I would have some of these moments. And I wanted to scream so loudly to release the tension, but it just would continue to climb and climb and climb. And I would continue to lash out at people or do things that weren't me, not in alignment with my authentic spirit. There were times that I literally would say to my husband, "I'm not crazy," but yet he's looking at me as if I were. But if you haven't experienced it, you don't understand it. But in many, many moments, not all of them, in many moments, this was a form of resistance. And I have learned that through the recognition of this tension that is building up, that I can do something right now in this moment to make it better, to understand who I am, to understand my authentic spirit and allow that to shine, to help me get back to a place of feeling better as soon as possible. So, let me see here. Whew, kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent there. All right, so I haven't even picked the cards yet. But this is kind of the new way that I seem to be doing things, is just to give a little chit chat about a specific topic and then allow that energy to help us choose the cards for what our soul is needing most to allow ourselves to release the resistance. So, two cards. First card is what we need most to release. The second card may be in reference to what that resistance is about, or it also may be in tune with, if we do the release, what is going to transpire. Um, Hi, Sherry. How are ya? I see ya. And well, you have a lot of fun people here tonight. Melissa's here tonight. Jolie, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy that you are here, and I am happy to be able to serve in this manner. Samantha, if you're still with me, I just thought about when I would go live in your group all those years ago when we first started out, once a month to do readings. Oh my gosh. Wow. How we've all grown through the years, right? Okay, so card number 1 is the release. Sometimes I like to choose the cards before I come on so I can really dive deep into it. And then other times I'm kind of told to pick them while we are there. So, okay, the release card is from the Divine Light Connection Oracle, which is a really beautiful deck for this release because it's pink and it just reminds me of self-love. And it's the soul card. This is one of the action cards. Let me put this in front of my face there so it can really zoom in. Come on, camera. There we go. This is the soul card. You guys, this is an action card. So there's a bonus deck that goes with the Divine Light Oracle kit. And I think there's going to be another deck that's going to go out because the box itself is actually quite thick, and I did that on purpose so that we could put multiple decks inside of this box. So it comes with some other good stuff, and I really didn't mean to do a little commercial, but I just wanted to show you how much space is in there. And so there's a little action pack deck that you can buy with that, and there is a new one that has begun stirring in my head that's going to be a part of that. But this is about the release. This is, hey Liz, I'm happy you made it. This is the soul card. This is literally what I was just talking about. When we open that lid and we allow ourselves to see that light, when we allow ourselves to recognize what that tension is that is bringing forward for it's being brought forward for us to examine, but we allow that tension to continue to rise and rise and rise until we blow our stack, and then we have this release and we're like, oh, I feel so much better. But imagine if we could dive deep into our soul and really see where the pit of this tension is coming from, because typically the tension is not about the actual situation. It goes deeper into something else that may be what we want to do instead of what we're being asked to do, or maybe we wanted this and this is what's happening, and our focus is being all over the place, right? The distraction that I talked about earlier, and how it could be leading you off the path, it could be leading you back on the path. And it's really about pausing in the moment and seeing where you are, and recognizing it alone can allow for it to release. We can do breath work. We can do a meditation. We can do a pivot, like literally physically get up and move and spin around, do some jumping jacks, walk around the block, run around the block, jump on your trampoline, do exercise, movement, movement, movement. Even if you're sitting in a chair because you can't get up for whatever reason, lift your arms up, do the beautiful sacred light circle formation, and encase yourself with a beautiful light, and allow yourself to see you for who you truly are. Allow yourself to see your authentic spirit, which is residing deep within your soul. So that is the release card. This is the resistance. So this resistance card is about what more you may need to be resisting, or what may transpire when you do the release. Liz says, hey, again, now that I have StreamYard permission. Oh, okay. I think I know what that's about. Okay. So this is the release the resistance card. Light holds a power that can catapult you to a new dimension of living and understanding. So this is from the Light Stream Oracle. This beautiful card is about peering over that wall. I mean, how freaking amazing is this lined up with resistance? The wall is the resistance that you have been building. And we have to recognize that we are the creators of every ounce of resistance in our body. um, besides like a real deep panic attack or anxiety. Because I will tell you, I remember this has happened a couple times. Life was going good, sitting at my laptop, not doing much of anything. Nothing was really stressful. And I literally felt from my toes going all the way up, my body just starting to tense. And I knew what was happening. I knew an anxiety attack was trying to make its way through. And I immediately recognized it, began my breath work, put my hands on my heart, and just kept telling myself, I am okay. And breathe in. I am okay. And breathe out. And I allowed that to travel through my body and to release. And it was just a few minutes. If I hadn't done that in the past, it would have taken me to a place I did not want to go. So with the right tools in your toolbox, you can help control the anxiety, the judgment, the resistance, the tension, the discomfort, the pain that seems to come with so many things these days. But this wall, I love how this wolf is peering over at the eyes. We talked about the eye of the soul. This is where your authentic spirit resides. It is your eye. It is where we see. It is where we feel. It is where we discover. It is where we create. It is where we find refuge. If we allow ourselves to find that refuge, it's an absolutely beautiful place to be. And how do we do that? We travel on our light stream. We travel on the frequency of light, and we allow that light to transpire to help us release that resistance and come back to a place of alignment. So that is our monthly soul forecast for the collective. And it's also, I think it's streaming on YouTube right now too, but um that's beautiful. So I will post those cards. Let me take a picture now because I want to put them back in the deck. So I'm going to take a picture. And while I do that, why don't you guys let me know who wants a card? Who wants a release the resistance card? Two cards, two card reading, and I don't know how to take pictures apparently because I was videoing, but that's fine. So who would like me to pick a card for the month? Usually it's just for the week, but since it is March 1st, we're going to do a um complete monthly forecast. Monthly forecast for your soul. Okay, so we have Liz, and then we have Heather, and then we have Jolie. So, whoops, I almost forgot to put these back in. So release the resistance. That is hard to say. Say that a couple times. Release the resistance. That is our 2-card spread for tonight. Okay, Miss Liz, here we go. So I have my Divine Light connection and my Light Stream decks mixed together because they really are a beautiful marriage. Divine Light is a nice place to start if you're in the early stages of your spiritual practice. Light Stream kind of kicks it up a notch. But the beautiful thing too about oracle cards is that no matter like this deck is one of my first decks. It's been around for 7 years and I still use it quite often, especially in the Daily Oracle podcast. And as you grow, the cards grow with you and you begin to see more in a different way. So never count out a deck. If you're not connecting with it, don't give it away. It just might not be right now that deck is good for you. It might be good for you in the future. All right. So Liz, this is the release card. It is through your soul's eye that you can begin to see so much more. I love this beautiful woman standing on top of the mountain, and the way that her lights is shining, her aura almost looks as if wings. It's like her wings are growing and it is time to fly. It is time to allow yourself to fully see who you are, to nurture your soul's light. It's like you've got one wing and a half. You're getting close. Liz, I love going back to my first cards. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I think we got the sisters here. Don't these guys look like sisters? They almost look like sisters. This was actually on a post I did the other day, but with a different background. So, the resistance card is discover your soul's mission through passion and love. Your next purpose will rise to the surface. When we release, the next step brings us up. It can't get any more clear than that. So, Liz, that is your message, soul forecast for the month of March. What a beautiful message. That's me and all my sisters. Yes, absolutely. The wing and a half. Okay. I got to go back up here and see who is after Liz. Okay. Heather is next. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I truly appreciate your love and support and your commitment to showing up for yourself. All right, so that's card number 1. That is the release card for Heather. We are reading for Heather right now, and that is the resistance card. And these both are from the Divine Light Connection set. So make peace your next destination. Inhale, exhale. What a beautiful way to release, right? I mean, this just speaks for itself. The release is in thinking about peace. Where is that peace going to come from? It's going to come from your inner light, your soul's eye, your authentic spirit, your sacred space. And how do we get there? Through the inhale and the exhale. And as you inhale, think of the light coming in. And as you exhale, think of the light coming out as you create this beautiful vortex of light that is just a constant circle, in and out, in and out, in and out. This is the resistance card for Heather. The light appears before the rise. Another meditative pose, right? And as she's making the sacred light connection, she's bringing that sacredness from her heart all the way up to the top. And she's calling in that light as she encircles herself with that light for protection, but not only for protection, but beautiful new perceptions on how to see the world in a new way. And by doing that, you make peace your next destination. Ah, what a beautiful, powerful message for you, Heather. Okay, Jolie, you are next, my friend. Okay. This is what happens when we align to fly. When we release the resistance, we have the opportunity to fly, which is a beautiful segue into the next fly retreat is this May, and enrollment for registration is now open. We have 6 spots taken already, and it's only open to 15. It is in upstate New York. It's beautiful in the springtime, and it's such a wonderful, magical way to come together with like-minded people and to allow ourselves to nourish our soul's light and to blossom. Okay, so Jolie, the release card is finding your vehicle is the joy of the ride. Tune in. So even in the moments of chaos, we can find the vehicle of peace and we can hop into that car and we can go for a ride. We can do it. Breath work seems to be coming up a lot tonight because we always have our breath. Our breath is with us wherever we go, in the car, in the shower, at night, right? If we didn't have breath, we wouldn't have life. So allow that breath to be your vehicle. Just like I was saying with Heather, when we breathe in that light and we exhale light, every time we do that, we are releasing the fog. We are releasing dense energy and we are bringing in new, feeling good energy. And that is what can light your fire. So that is the release card to recognize the moments when you need that release and to do something about it. This is the resistance card, and what may transpire through allowing yourself to tune in and enjoy that ride. Allow the perception through awareness of your thoughts to reveal the true connection of your highest good. Oh my gosh. So how magically aligned is that? I love this oh my gosh. Hello. Senior moment here. The globe, the glass that it's not a magic 8 ball. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyways, you know what I mean. If anybody wants to help me out with the word, that would be freaking amazing. um so anyways, this is what happens when we allow that perception to shift through the awareness. I mean, I just said the joy of the ride is recognizing that moment when we need to pause and we need to breathe. Crystal ball. Thank you, Liz. Of course you would get that. I'll take snow globe. I like that, Julie. But this is where the true connection transpires. It's in the recognition of those moments. And when we do the release, this is what happens. We see that new awareness through the light of our soul. So that is for Jolie. Thank you so much for being here. Breath up. Okay. Liz, can't wait for this year's retreat. Yay. Liz was with me last year too, and she did the singing bowls. And I'm hoping she's going to do them again this year, but we haven't even talked about it yet. So, I'll leave that up to her. Okay, Jolie, Carla is next. And then I have a Facebook user after Carla. I'm not sure if it's Melissa, but there's two people that are Facebook users that posted right after Carla that said they would like a card. So if you can pop your names in there, otherwise I'm going to call you Facebook user 1 and Facebook user 2. Jolie, I'll have to keep doing the breath work. Yeah. It's a constant. It's not something that we learn to do and we do it for a little while and then we never have to do it again. It's something that is consistent, and that is part of your spiritual practice. That is part of showing up for yourself on a consistent basis and doing the things that work. I was after Jolie. Okay. So let's see. All right. So there was Carla and then Samantha. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. And then whoever was after Samantha. Oh, Sherry is the next one. Okay. All right. So this is for Carla. Thank you for helping a girl out. This is for Carla. Carla. This month in the Align to Fly membership, we are doing the Create Your Own Vision Journal. It's kind of like a vision board, but it takes it to a whole another level. So that is a part of the Align to Fly for this month. The membership is a library filled with goodies, and we started in January. So anytime you sign on, you get all the back. Oop, that one popped right out. I love when that happens. You get all the back stuff. Like anything that is in the Align to Fly library is yours, even if you just come for a month. And we have a live sacred gathering circle. And Carla, this one is for you, my friend. This is the home card. This is about bringing it home, girl. Where is it you want to be? Home is where your heart is. And focusing into your heart space, focusing into that center area to ground yourself, to look around your surroundings and turn everything that you feel is not important into something important as a blessing, and give it gratitude and be grateful for where you are, not wondering and being upset and creating that resistance because you're not where you think you want to be, or you're not where you're envisioning yourself to be yet. But know that by envisioning where it is you want to go, by giving gratitude to your current surroundings, you allow that energy to stir, and you will slowly begin to feel that energy of being enough right where you are. And being right where you are is right where you're supposed to be. So that's how we bring it home. That's how we release resistance, is through the gratitude of what is surrounding us currently. And not lower the expectation, but stop. Expectation is not the word I'm searching for. We create our life. We create our experiences before they happen, while they're happening, and after they happen. And being happy with where you are right now in the current moment, there is no resistance in that moment. That's how we release. And when we release, we allow that beautiful light stream of energy to come our way. And then we get more. Not resistance, but more feeling good. So feel good where you are to allow yourself to rise. So that's the release card. This is the resistance card. These are both from the no, one is divine light, one is light stream. Light is the voice for the energy that we cannot see. As human beings, we like to label things. We like to see things. But the energy we speak of can't necessarily be seen. But think about this. We're made of energy and you can see us. These cards are made of energy. Light is made of that same energy, except we can't see it in the way that we envision it to be. So allow yourself to see light in new ways. Allow the light to be seen through the cards. Allow the light to be seen through the sun, through the light in the ceiling, through the work that you do, through your journaling, through the movies that you watch, through the music that you listen to. Allow that light to be a conduit for connection. And that will help you release the resistance and allow your soul to be nourished in the way that it needs most. Okay. Hope that message resonates with you, Carla. Samantha, this is for you. Where are we at here? Okay. Miss Samantha. Oh, we have a popper card. Okay. Light. This is the resistance card. We've already picked this one tonight. I love when that happens. Light holds a power that can catapult you to a new dimension of living and understanding. But what I'm seeing for you, Samantha, my friend, let me if I can get this to in the lower front of the card, right above the number, there's a feather, and right above the feather, there's this beautiful path that is taking you down a long journey. And as you go down that long path, there is light right here in the middle, right here in the middle of this wall. This light has the power to go through that wall at any given moment. Remember that game, the Atari game, the Breakout, right? Where the ball would go back and forth. Think of that as your light. Because it's hitting the wall and it's coming back. But every time it hits, it's breaking one of those bricks. Your soul's light, when you are fully aligned, and I know this to be a fact because you are such a powerful, dynamic spiritual goddess. Your light has that power to just go right through that wall. It's not even going to destruct the wall. It's just going to go right through because that's how strong you are when you allow yourself to release that tension and to breathe into it and to see that opportunity of the resistance, to see it as an opportunity of love, like we talked about in the beginning. It's an opportunity to see something within yourself that maybe the next time you can just hop, skip, and jump right over it. So that is the release card. This is the resistance card and what your soul will receive through the release. This is the fly card. Look at all those beautiful birds just flying freely over the ocean. As you open your wings to fly, the clouds will part way. And that is exactly what happens when you use the power of your light. So this is the release, the resistance card, and what will transpire through that release. So thank you for allowing me to read for you tonight and serve in this manner. And then Sherry is next. And if anybody else is here listening, watching, and would like a card, please let me know. Oh, Melissa's here too. Liz, can you see my request? This is Melissa. Okay, so Melissa, I'll do you after Sherry, okay? Ooh, Samantha, I love it. Well, it's always a good transformation, right? Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it very much. You are a beautiful, amazing soul, and I miss you to pieces. Come out to Binghamton, May 20th through the 22nd. It's time to fly. It's time to fly. It'll be a beautiful weekend of fun and games and adventures and healing and singing Kumbaya. Just kidding. That part, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, the bottom card, please. This is for Sherry. Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. I keep hitting my microphone. I hope that's not like being annoying to people. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I know I already said that, but okay. So these are divine light cards, both of them. And this is the release card. The light deep within your soul is the essence of all being. When we recognize that our light, I can't bring it forward. This is very faint and my camera doesn't want to work. There is a beautiful angel in here looking over a beautiful full moon. Lots of purples and pinks and just deep connection. The light deep within your soul is the essence of all being. And if we forget to breathe, if we think of our light deep within our soul, I mean, our light expands out to infinity. But if we focus on that light that's deep within and we go to that light by closing our eyes, just close your eyes, everybody, right now, just close your eyes and envision this beautiful sacred light within your soul. See the light. See the light for what it is. That is your strength. And sometimes it's difficult to see our light. Sometimes it's difficult to feel our light. Sometimes it's difficult to love our light. Sometimes it's difficult to love the light of another or to love another. But if we can look past the person, look past the card, look past the face value, like what is in the depths of this card? If this were a person and you could look past their face, past their body, and look into their soul's light and just love their light, that will allow you to release that resistance, including yourself. Those moments when you get upset with yourself, remember you're a light being. Love that light, and that light, that love will radiate outwards by simply sending love to your light. Do the breath, sending love to that light, and allow it to do its thing. Okay, this is the resistance card and what will transpire through the release. Your intentions carry an energy. Your energy creates your reality. And so when we release that beautiful light within, we remember that we are light beings and we allow that energy to do its thing. The gates are going to fly wide open and you will begin to fly. And it is through the intention of looking at that light and recognizing it for its true value, recognizing that spirit that is being held within there, and let that spirit fly. This is how we roam freely. This is how we discover that personal freedom that we're all striving for. This is how we can find peace and contentment. So remember how powerful your intentions are. Words are powerful. One word can throw you off a course, but one word can bring you back into alignment. So that is release resistance. And thank you for allowing me to serve. I hope that message resonates with you. Okay, so this is for Melissa. Well, thank you, Liz. I appreciate that coming from you. Oh, you too, Samantha. I love you, sweetie. I am loving these messages tonight. You're such a good cheerleader. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is for Melissa, and that's where we're going to end it tonight, you guys. I will post the monthly cards that were chosen so that you can receive them again. Whoa, how weird is that? I didn't even click on that. Did I? Maybe I did. Interesting. I don't remember clicking on that. Okay, so this is for Melissa. That is the release. And that is the resistance. Release the resistance. All right. How do I stop with these posts? There we go. Okay. I didn't even see that was up there. All right, so this is for Melissa. This is the release card. This is what will transpire. It's card number 1. It's about oneness and that connectivity. It's about this beautiful vortex of light that is transpiring and allowing that light to encircle you. This is the sacred light circle. This is your opportunity to do more, to take that next step. And it reads, light will hold your hand while you travel through the fog as it dissipates with good intentions. So when we are in that state of needing that release, nothing like letting your authentic spirit shine through for the world to see. I don't even know where I was going with that. Okay. This is the release card. So when we reach out, right? When we pause in that moment, we are searching for something. We are hoping that somebody's going to come by and help us. So by reaching your hand out, grabbing that light is going to travel down your hand, especially through your receiving hand, right straight into your heart center. As this happens, it's passing the spots in your body where the discomfort is being placed or misplaced. And it's allowing that light to go through those darkened crevices to turn that, what should be light, but it's appearing as darkness, to turn gray, which is lighter, or to completely turn white. Because sometimes there's things that have been lodged in places of our body for a very long time, and they create physical pain. They create diseases. They create illness. They create discomfort. So it might take a little more light action to allow that dark to go to gray, to go to a lighter gray, to eventually go to the white light. And that's why you keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again. And sometimes it's reappearing, even though you think you've done the work already. You think you've released this, whatever it may be, but it appears again. Sometimes it's just a reminder to say, look how far you've come. And those are the moments when you go, not today. You ain't coming in my house. You don't belong here. That is how I allowed myself to heal from COVID. I kept telling this virus that it did not belong in my body, and then it was time to go. So that is the release card. This is the resistance card. It is through your soul's eye that you will begin to see, to hear, and to understand more. And there's another beautiful vortex. It's a portal. So when you step into your sacred light circle for the healing and believe in the healing that you so deserve, that vortex, that portal is going to come for you to rise to that next level of enlightenment. That is what's going to happen if you simply hold out your hand and ask the light for assistance. Ask your angels, ask spirit, ask divine source. That is what is going to bring all of this to fruition for you. So thank you for allowing me to serve. I'm laughing at this post here. Your voices are hysterical. That is my authentic self. And I am no longer hiding that. I am not prim and proper like everybody thinks I am. I have a trucker's mouth and I can burp with the best of them. Um, which is not very fitting for what we just did. Wow, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful messages this evening for each and every one of you. And if you put those messages together with the message for the collective, you are going to have an outstanding March. It is time for you to fly. And I'm not saying that because of the fly programs I have. It just is time for you to fly. It is time for you to allow that 1.5 sized wing to fully come into fruition with two full wings and find that space that you're looking for. And the only way to find that space that you're looking for is to understand what it is that you're looking for. So ask yourself before you go to bed tonight, how is it that you really want to feel? How do you want to feel when you wake up tomorrow morning? And allow yourself. I've seen it all, Liz. I know you have. Um, allow yourself to transform. So, thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. This has been enlightening. And next Tuesday, if Liz is available, she typically goes on the second Tuesday of every month. So, it should be Liz next month, you guys, coming forward to give you some of her incredible messages. So, thank you guys for joining me. And I will see you in the group. Post, post, post. Post your cards, post your messages. If you need healing, post that too. We're about sharing and growing together. Love you all.